Oh my God, here we go, hold on.
Welcome to part 2 of our insane bush mechanic challenge.
2 hours in that bar for beginners, mate.
Last episode, Jocko and I bought each other budget rigs
What's with the badge?
and set about getting the track ready in just 24 hours with a $5,000 buy and build budget to turn these old beasts into track weapons. Things didn't exactly go to plan, but at last we've made it onto the tracks and are ready to put our rigs to the ultimate test.
That'll do.
Make sure you check out last week's episode and let us know which rig you think is going to triumph out on the tracks.
Here we are on the Glasshouse Mountains, and behind us, of course, is our budget-built bush mechanic trucks. This is Daryl, the big GQ. It's a TB42 petrol special with horses down the side. You can't get much better than that for the Glasshouse Mountains. Jocko, you've got the HiLux, mate, the My Little Pony special.
Yeah, it is, mate. It's twin locked as well, so I reckon it'll give Big Daryl a run for its money.
Well, I hope to see that, mate. I don't think it's going to happen. Now, on my team, I've got my good mate, Jesse. Jesse is a GQ enthusiast. He owns about 45 of these things. Mate, even one of them's running, right?
Yeah, at least one at all times.
No, but he knows the Glasshouse Mountains on the back of his hand as well. He's a perfect partner to have in old Daryl here, mate.
Yeah,
definitely. What about you? You've got Matt?
Mate, I got my mate Matt Kinsella. He's the, as you know, he's the guy who built my HiLux, and he knows how to wheel, so it made sense to get him in the HiLux so I can teach him a thing or two as well.
Here we go, mate. Look,
thanks, mate.
The way I see it, mate, we've got 2 vehicles, one more capable than the other, one team probably slightly better looking and more capable than the other team. Why don't we make things a little bit interesting?
Okay, what do you got in mind?
Oh, mate, a little bit of a wager. I'm thinking we put a carton of beer on this test. We're going to be down the Glasshouse Mountains for a couple of days here, putting these vehicles through a series of challenges. Up the ante a little bit, mate.
Yeah.
Carton of Iron Jack.
Righto.
Based on a bunch of different challenges. Who comes out on top will determine who gets the beers.
Righto, you're on. Sounds good, eh?
All right, let's get into it, mate, because there's so many tracks around here. Let's put these things through as paces and see which bush mechanic truck turns out to be the #1 bush mechanic budget built truck.
My money's on My Little Pony, mate.
Mine too, actually. I think it'll go all right if we can get ours started anyway. All right, boys, let's get into it, eh?
Righto.
Now, there's no denying it, Jocko squarely beat me in the build phase of the challenge, so I want to let him pick the first track of the day. The Glasshouse has some of the toughest tracks and four-wheel driving in Australia, so today is guaranteed to be epic. Soon enough, we're off-road and airing down, and Daryl is looking mighty tough in sooty shoes. Unlike Jock, who's twin-locked, I'm totally unlocked in the big GQ, so I'm going to need every ounce of grip I can get, but I reckon my Wranglers will give me a huge advantage. As we head down the track towards our first challenge, we spot something that gives Daryl and me a lot of confidence. Yep, that's another HiLux stuck in the mud. If that's not a bad sign for Team Luxy, well, I don't know what is.
Well, you couldn't write this script. About 2 minutes into the first track, a Toyota is already stuck, a Toyota HiLux at that as well, so Jocko's got no chance. I'll get this guy out of trouble. Big Daryl to the rescue, eh?
After a big weekend of camping and wheeling with his mates, this fella is as bogged as a stuck pig, trying to get back out to the main road. Take note, Jocko.
All right, first recovery. Seatbelt on. It's gonna go nice and gently on the toe strap here. Just, it has to come about a metre.
Have a go of that, too easy. That's got to be a big old point to Daryl, I reckon.
First Toyota. It's good to get a bit of practice in towing HiLuxes out of trouble, because something tells me over the next couple of days I'll be doing a fair bit of this. So, good practice, really.
Okay, our turn. There's 4 line choices here and none of them look very appealing. We can choose between mud, 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 and, you guessed it, a little bit more mud. A weird choice for your first challenge, Jocko.
Get it?
Yeah, what a
Luxy!
yeah, mud puncher. Oh, what's
Get
that?
stuck here. What a rig.
Yeah.
Can't get that in a GQ.
Nah, standard tyre. Let's go around, old mate.
Yep. Oh, that was a bit bumpy.
Well, I'm actually impressed. That's a nice drive by Team Pony. Time to bring in the stallion. Come on, Daryl.
Okay, what this is just, how many horses should we unleash for this one, mate?
I reckon about half.
Just chewed it up a little bit, I won't lie to you. Oh, easy, easy as, mate.
Daryl loves the mud.
She loves it, mate. Is that one, what's that like?
I don't know, but you're about to slip in this big one.
There you go.
You'll be right. You'll be able to keep going, won't you?
Put in full drive, champion.
Keep going. Look, you don't want to stop, just hold it flat till you're out.
Yeah, that's it.
How much fun is this? Just keep it going. Keep it going. Jesse's got the right idea though. Do not back off. Just get in there.
With our first taste of Glasshouse mud under our belts, we push to the start of our first real track for the day. And I've got to come clean and admit, Daryl is a lot of fun to wheel. Now Jocko loves his rock crawling, so it's no surprises he's picked this track for a steep, technical and rocky climb. We're heading up to ball bearing track, full of big rock steps, slippery slabs and scary angles. I've driven this one before in Sooty, but trust me, it's an absolute doozy.
Well, straight away I can see why Jocko has chosen this particular track. Right at the start, you got a few big ruts, and then it goes into a more technical section, bit of a rock step, and then followed by a stack of different rock steps, all technical lines. I bet you right now, Matt and Jock will be just nerding out on what line to drive and how to do it and how much throttle to use. It's going to send old Daryl straight up here, and I reckon Jocko's got no chance. Even though he's twin lock, this does suit a vehicle with twin lockers, very technical. He's going to try and idle up here, I'll guarantee that much. I'm not going to idle. I'm going to use a little bit of momentum because I don't have a locker on Daryl, so I'm just going to go straight for it and unleash a few of those ponies, I reckon. We call him up. Righto, Jocko, do your best, mate.
Righto, mate, watch this.
Now this bit of track is just the access point to ball bearing proper, but it's a perfect place for a vehicle shakedown.
Very average line, Jocko. Just try and help him out if you can, mate. He needs all the help he can get, this little fella.
How you reckon you're going to go, Shauno?
A lot faster.
A lot faster.
A lot faster. Crawly boy for life.
One coward drive coming up.
Don't take that, Jock.
Yeah. Watch this, Shaun.
Oh, what a rig.
Yeah. How good
Couple of little lockers.
Yeah. How good, I can still steer with the front locker. I thought I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, right. Even without the high steer, like with the factory steering,
Yeah.
it's quite good.
Yeah. Again, I knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so as expected, the boys have gone full nerd here. Those full drive system auto lockers are definitely working a treat.
Good job, Luxy.
Yep. Team Luxy, #1 GQ, we'll see.
Yeah. Let's go watch Shaun ruin it. So Shaun's obviously seen how it's done with the big Luxy, sending it up here on stock tyres. Still twin lock though, which I reckon really helped on some of the rocky sections. That said, I reckon he'll go all right. Maybe not as good as the Luxy, but we'll find out either way. If he doesn't do as well though, it's a couple of beers to me.
If someone can make this look hard, I reckon you're the man with the job.
Certainly am, mate. Being known to make a few tracks look hard.
That's a horrible line choice. My goodness. Wow.
Straight up, mate. Straight up.
That was rank.
That's what you do. Hold on tight. 2 hands on that bar for beginners,
I'm
mate.
gripping. Come on, Daryl.
She's a weapon, mate.
Line choice, what's that?
Yeah.
Straight through the rut, mate. Oh,
No, you're supposed to go forward, mate.
hang on. I just thought I'd park there for a bit.
Yeah, give it a bit of mayo.
So, yeah, okay, I've made a bit of a dog's breakfast of my line choice, but with a suspension upgrade and big tyres, Daryl seems to be absolutely loving it. I'm definitely not impressing my winch truck racing co-pilot though.
That's what we do, mate. Just hold it straight and feed it. That's
That was horrible.
beautiful, mate. You don't have to go around them.
Bit of background noise there.
That's it, mate. Straight up, straight up. Look at that.
Oh, you're picking lines now, you're doing well.
Starting to, mate. I'm starting to.
Natural in a Nissan.
I think it sort of suits me.
I think it does. It's been a long time coming. You finally seen the light. Bit of butchy now, you need a bit of go, This way. Beauty.
That's the go.
And back the other way. Hard the other way. Back this way again.
Easy done, Jesse. Well played, mate.
How good's that auto?
I know. Having that auto, that control, like backing off and being able to...
Yeah, especially when the cars don't run that well, it definitely helps.
Look at that. And then some muddies on there. They've got the Wranglers, mate, and they're just gripping away. Don't have a locker, don't need it. Oh, that's a big win, mate. I think we did it more spectacular than the other boys.
Definitely.
No doubt about that.
A lot better.
We made a lot more noises.
Unfortunately though, my exciting driving style was just a little bit too much for our retro-fitted flares.
Just coming up there, it's just sort of flared that guard out a little bit. Our Bunnings edging has sort of folded up a little bit, so I thought I'd take the time just to do a little bit of running repairs. We wanted to flex it up, try and knock that in, and then otherwise I'm going to take big scallops out of the tyres, and I don't want to do that. That's quite sharp, mate.
A bit of a flex up on big old Daryl, and a trackside repair is easily done. But Jocko, being Jocko though, has taken the opportunity to stitch me up.
Mate, first hill, bit of a warm-up.
Bit of a
How'd the
warm-up,
GQ
mate.
go?
Like a dream, mate.
Yeah, well, I saw you had the tools out already.
No, I did not have. It doesn't count, mate. It doesn't count unless you're doing mechanical work. That was panel beating.
Yeah. Well, I think that's panel beating -1 beer.
Oh, here we go. I've heard it all now, mate. Oh, look, it's early in the day. I'm going to let you have that one. Good little hill, though.
Yeah, it was.
Good way to just flex the cobwebs and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
get it all going, mate.
100%. Well, we've got plenty more to do, so let's get into it, eh?
All right, mate. We'll try it.
What's going on there? What happened there? Old Daryl's doing something. What's going on? Does it go away when you start it up?
It's all right. I don't even need to use a brake, Daryl.
What a classic stitch up.
Oh,
Oh, the Oh,
what sort of 12-volt job was that?
I don't know,
Worked
mate.
for about 2 seconds,
I
mate.
don't know. I don't know what you're doing.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, well,
got some quirks.
it's all good, mate.
If you watched last week, you'll remember I took out Shaun's horn and rigged it up to a trailer plug. He's still got no idea how we've done it, and the best part is we can remove it at any time to keep him guessing. Let us know your favourite trackside stitch-ups in the comments below, and we'll make sure we try them sometime.
Next up, we're into the first big challenge of the day. I can't wait to get into this one.
This one here is called ball bearing. Now, Jessie's actually taken me up here before. It was raining on that day. I didn't make it to Sooty. She had a rear locker in and I gave it everything. Could not get up this for the life of me. We're here in our budget build trucks. Jocko's first off, so with a bit of luck, twin locked, he might have half a chance, but he's gonna have to sort of walk that tightrope of sort of driving hard enough to get up with a bit of momentum, but not breaking the HiLux this early in the day. I can't wait to see what he does. He's obviously gonna go up this line, I reckon. If he gets up here, he'll be doing very, very well, I reckon. When you're ready, mate, show us what you got.
Righto.
How do you reckon we're going to go against the GQ?
I think it'll be all right. It's just not enough clearance, but we'll be okay.
Yeah, good drive, mate.
Ooh, there's a little step on the left there.
Alright, get up there, mate. That's good. Well, it's getting a lot wider than we thought it would. That's okay. Give it a hit. Ooh, that's a bad one.
The Luxie almost had this one, but now the rear is hard up against the left bank.
Maybe I can square up a bit more.
Oh, that's going to be a little bit of panel damage, Jocko. So I'm going to have to take a couple of points off there, mate.
That's it. Good hit, John.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Make no mistake, these are absolute A-grade tracks.
What a little rig!
That had us stuck hard on the winch in the past, but these budget rigs are just eating it up.
That was a very good drive. Yeah, I thought he was sort of, didn't get himself lined up properly for that one, but it goes to show, just, well, I reckon Matt guided him on that one a lot.
That was all Matt.
Oh, I dented the tub.
Yeah.
Oh,
You reversed into the bank.
whoops. Righto, mate, big GQ's turn. If you don't drive it in at least a second go, it's a six-pack to me.
Ooh, so you get 2 goes at this, hey?
Yeah,
So
well, I
Jocko's
had to-
setting the rules.
I had to set up for it, but
Yeah.
then
No,
it's
that's
Miller
fair,
time.
that's
Yep.
fair. Well, I think I'm only going to get 1 go at this. If I don't make it the first go, then it's
Yeah.
pretty much over. But look, I'm not going to hold back.
There's heaps of traction, hey, like,
Yeah. How many
That
beers
one.
do you have to hand over if you break something?
oh, that's like, give me all of it.
That's fair. That is fair. That is fair. Okay, cool. All right. We've got
Oh,
this.
my reflector.
Oh, come on, Jock. That's a beer, surely.
Yeah, that's a beer. Sorry, mate. So poor Luxie.
Hope you didn't hurt one of those pony stickers.
Nah, I think they're okay.
Good.
I don't want to lose them. They give me pony power.
Jock and Matt have definitely set the bar pretty high. Come on, Daryl, don't let me down.
This is so weird driving an auto. It's so cool, like.
Bit of us down, I reckon, to get up here.
Give it a little bit.
That's the way.
There's your second go.
Do that, but better.
Maybe try like first or second because it seemed a bit,
Yes.
a little bit doughy.
Yeah. Summon that's whale. Mate, that's technically counts as your second attempt, and you're not at the bit I was referring to.
Like, what I was trying to do there is just warm the tyres up a little bit.
Yeah, get a bit heat into it.
You know what I mean?
You got heat into 1 out of 4. That's a go.
Beauty.
Yeah,
We're up! We're up to the hard bit.
You can clearly see here how much less control you get when your vehicle's unlocked. Getting up takes momentum, commitment and a lot of right boot.
Oh, that's the bar. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, go stand. This way, go.
It's a tree there.
Oh, it was such a good drive! I didn't even look at that bit.
You should be able to take forward hard that way, I reckon.
We might be able to.
Yeah.
That does not count.
Keep going. Yeah, mid.
Perfect
Beauty.
driving.
Very nice.
Drive this mid too.
Oh, that's go one.
A little bit of left.
Go back a little bit more. Yeah, from there, just.
She's like a fucking Bronco.
He's hungry. Yeah. We hungry.
Ready?
Go.
Yeah.
Bang into the HiLux.
Loves it.
Good drive.
Well done, mate.
What a drive. Yes. The old bucking Daryl Bronco.
That was awesome.
Good drive, mate.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Good commitment, just into it.
Yeah, it's sort of.
Wheels going.
I just
He
wanted to
gripped
get-
up though and went.
Look at that, even Daryl, she's revving out.
She's not
Oh, she's had enough.
Turn it up before.
She's about to stop. Turn it off. Oh, Daryl, you've done well, mate. That's the thing when you get a Bronco in its natural habitat and just take the reins and just send it straight.
And you don't owe me beer, so that's even better.
Well, that's not bad, and considering you broke a tail light, I'm gonna have a look at some damage.
No, I think you're okay. You did hit your bull bar pretty hard.
I did.
And we did the quarter panel too.
Did you?
Oh,
Hear it when you smashed into that tree?
no, I didn't. Look, okay, your tail light, that rear quarter, we'll call that even.
Yeah, even.
We'll call that even.
I haven't finished the
The
track
fact
yet,
that I took one go at this sort of, I reckon, you know, we'll work out at camp. We'll work out at camp, but let's just say you probably made a few bits.
You've probably already figured out there's going to be a little bit of fudging on the scorecard as we head into the next challenge. So, what do you reckon? Who's leading so far?
Oh, we're going to have to do a bit of line choice here, I think, mate.
Yeah, our little tyres might let us down in the old diff clearance department.
Yeah.
Hey, compared to what we used to.
Yeah.
Just going to try and stay a bit high, eh?
Yeah, I'm just going to try to keep my tyres on that high side there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. I've just got to go up the guts of that.
yeah, just head straight up the middle there. Should be fine, eh? We can stay clear of the bank and
Yeah, that'd be nice.
not add to the dents.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
I'm not
definitely
staying in the banks that well.
Oh, that's like a freeway.
Yeah.
Bonus
You want the bonus line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonus line.
Straight up, that's it.
Well, they might have struggled a bit more there, mate.
Well,
That's hopeful.
Loves it. This thing's really good.
Yeah. What a weapon.
Can we just buy cars like this?
We have.
We do.
Well, the boys just nailed that challenge, and once again, Daryl suddenly got some big shoes to fill.
Don't tell
this
Jocko.
way a bit.
Don't tell Jocko that bit.
That's one beer, mate.
Go back. Steer left.
One beer.
Back.
No, that's pretty good left from there. That's pretty good. Keep the bump, yeah. Yeah, back to you. Don't stop.
Into it. Bonus
Beauty.
line.
Beauty.
Is this extra points?
Yeah, that's extra points.
The Redeemer.
Go straight
Yeah.
now.
Go hard left.
Yeah, more left.
Oh, yeah. I'll go that way. Oh, yeah.
Got to go back a little bit. Yeah, driving now, flat out. Beauty! How good was that?
Yes.
Go, Daryl!
Daryl. Do you know what sucks? My 80s and drive up there.
So what you're saying is you
got a
should
lock
buy a
up.
GQ.
Well,
I've converted him.
it was raining that day, in all my defence, but
And you didn't drive it with such enthusiasm.
Yeah.
and I didn't have a horse paint job, so I don't know. What's the real winner here?
Tell you what, this track has been an absolute testament to what a big difference a few choice mods can make to a vehicle. And best of all, most of these mods are really budget, DIY and done at home in the shed.
Well, last episode you might have seen we actually put 2 4-drive systems auto lockers in the Luxie's diffs, front and rear. The best thing about these is they're a budget mod and it gives you heaps of traction. As you've probably seen, this Luxie's a little bit of a weapon even though it's on stock tyres. I reckon it's a really good mod. You know, if you're on a budget and you still want to drive some more technical stuff, these 4-drive systems lockers are absolutely mint. And tell you what, I reckon the Luxie is giving Shauno a run for his money in the old GQ so far, so hopefully it keeps up this pace.
Well, on the old beer economy, Jocko reckons he's ahead at the moment, and I sort of half agree with him. I mean, at the end of the day, he did build that vehicle a lot quicker. He finished the vehicle build in the right time. He has done a couple of good drives as well, but
The day isn't over, the trip isn't over, and I reckon I'll definitely redeem myself. There's a few challenges yet, and some that he doesn't even know of, so fingers crossed. Old Daryl plays the game, and we can get ahead, because a cold beer out at Jocko's, well, he doesn't even have a fridge, so that should be a point already to me. But a cold beer from Jocko, maybe you can buy me one at the Woodford pub, I'm not sure, but I reckon that'll be worth its weight in gold.
Oh, look how much fluid pissing out of, oh my God. Shaun, there is ATF like pissing out of your car, hey? Like it looks like it's doing a wee.
Probably because we're going down the hill. Just go all the way to the bottom. Probably because we're going down the hill, we're just going to try and get to the bottom.
I can smell it actually. Fluid on the rock behind me. Sure enough, Daryl's just dropped most of its auto fluid.
I was just raving about how good the auto was.
Yeah.
We're just checking that now to see if there's any on the dipstick.
None left.
None.
Wow. So you lost a fair bit on that hill.
Yeah, we checked it this morning and it was full, like before we started the track, so now it's empty.
Yeah. Well, you topped it up in the shed
Yeah.
too before we left.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It was dripping a little bit before, but now it's like it's
Dripping a lot.
hemorrhaging. Yeah.
What did it be, Jesse, that front output
Front outputs.
seal? Yeah.
You'd think.
You'd hope. That's fun.
They're not. I wouldn't say they're real easy to change in the bush.
Can't be done.
Daryl, we're going so well, mate, and don't embarrass me in front of my friends.
Yep, this is going to be a bit of a game changer.
Well, we don't exactly know how we're going to get out of this situation at the moment. At this stage, Jesse's on the phone trying to get a spare seal for it, but even if we do get a seal, to drop an auto box in the bush is going to be... I really don't know what's going to happen now. We don't have a solution just yet, but we're going to put our heads together and try and figure out something because we can't leave it here.
We're approaching dark, and dropping an auto box in the dark would be an absolute mission. So we put our heads together and look for other options.
Well, I think we've come up with a bit of a plan. Got some Castrol ATF fluid. Spares box actually gave us a bunch of this stuff. I'm not going to put it in. We're going to keep this for later on. Jesse's gone ahead in the camera car to organise a couple of spare seals, and he's also got a mate who lives around here with a workshop.
How good's that? Having a local. Yeah.
We might even take the box out and try and change these seals tonight. Unfortunately, I'm going to need...
Oh yeah!
That's the only thing that's
The pony Lux.
flawed with this plan is
Yeah.
I'm going to need a bit of a tow out of here.
The HiLux toe and the GQ. How good is
I
that?
can't even-
Also, I think this forfeits most of your beers, to be honest. Like, I get so far ahead with this that now it's like a loan. This is a loan
Oh,
of beers.
here we go,
Yeah.
mate. Oh, I got nothing to go. Just hook this straight up and just get out of here.
Ah man, I've suddenly got a lot of catching up to do. But after mopping up the spilt oil, it's time to hitch a ride on the Pony Express. I don't want to be risking blowing the transmission, so I've chucked Daryl into neutral and let Jocko flat tow me. Tell you what, it's been a long time since I've had to be towed by anyone. And it's the first time I've driven a Nissan off-road as well, so is it a coincidence? I don't know. But does it have to be Jock towing me? He's so proud of it, he'd be so happy in there.
How's it feel experiencing real horsepower?
Mate, I'm not even impressed. This is... I don't know, how's that HiLux not overheating, is it, mate?
No, it's funny, if you just leave these motors stock, they don't really need to overheat. So, I mean, so far, we've only gone about 50 metres.
Who am I to point fingers at cars, mate? This is very embarrassing driving behind a little 2.8 HiLux in the big GQ.
That's all right, mate, that's all right. I don't think I'll forget this one in a hurry, though.
Mate, neither will I.
Also, I forgot to tell you, if you run over the strap, you're indebted another carton of beer.
Yeah, copy, mate. What happens if I hit the back of your tail light? So I've got no brakes.
Buy me a brewery.
Going downhill is one thing, but up next, we've got to get through a festy glasshouse mud pit. This is going to be nothing short of wild. Here we go. Ooh, I wonder how he's going to go driving through the mud with a GQ behind him.
It's gonna just whip her around.
Bit of mumbo might help with the old bombs.
Oh my God.
Here we go, hold on! Steers! Get left, get left. Still moving, give it
going.
Bit of right,
Come on, girl.
We're still moving, it's all that matters.
I don't want to go to that
Get
Jocko.
left, get left!
Well done, Jocko. Well done, mate.
Jocko!
Bugger.
Here we go.
Go.
Jocko's giving it everything he's got, but Daryl is basically a big dead weight.
Do you reckon I can turn it on for one moment and give it a go?
Please move. Now again. to that tire and
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and recover him.
Yeah, that was fun. He's like an anchor.
Should I just drive a little bit? Just
I'm hoping I can safely run Daryl for a minute or two without risking the transmission. Then with one punt, we can maybe get through.
Right, that might be enough to get me out of here.
so close. Hang on, I'm just gonna drive a little bit.
Get in the rut.
Go.
Come on, old girl. Come on, old girl.
Here we go. This is gonna be very ugly.
UT!
Yes! That was so good.
Oh, that was the most fun I've had with my pants on. How good was that?
That's the best one I've ever had. Going, getting towed.
Good spotting, Matt. That was sick.
That was super cool.
That went well.
Far out.
Our road tyres went well,
I
surprisingly.
must have had like white knuckles and just every vein of my face. I was coming down there at just full tilt. Like,
I was like halfway across that rut, just like, ah!
I thought you were going to end up in the big hole.
Yeah,
the way
me
it was pulling
too.
you over.
Me too. I'm going to let it cool down. I don't think it's ever been driven that hard in its life.
Get those temps down, mate, because we've got a big hill climb to come.
Right, boys, I reckon we get back in the HiLux and have another go, eh?
Sounds good. What's happening, mate?
Oh, not again.
What's happening?
You reckon you might have a bit of an idea what it is?
What do you reckon?
Oh, yes. It's good to see the fun side in this.
Mates, eh? Can't go without them.
Gotta say, despite being towed out of here by a HiLux, especially Jock driving that HiLux, it's gonna be one of the most fun days of forward driving I've had in a long time. It's been nothing but laughter and just smiles all around. This is about as good as forward driving gets, and to be able to do it on a budget with cheap vehicles knocked together in 24 hours or thereabouts in the shed, pretty darn good if you ask me.
We've got a big climb ahead, so I'm gonna have to cross my fingers and run the engine for a couple of minutes to help us get to the top.
Whoa. Oh, that's rogue.
Doesn't feel that good.
Nah.
I don't think drive too, mate. We'll do this together.
Ooh, he's nervous. My reduction gears. I was expecting him to be on the back still. No, he's driving.
What a team.
Yeah.
Play this in us. We'll know. What a line you've chosen. Straight up the
Where am I
gun.
going?
I don't know.
I was like, I'll go here. No, I won't. It feels so easy towing the GQ.
It's just light.
Yeah.
GQs are known to be light.
Yeah, exactly. Patrols in general, really.
Yeah.
This is going even better than we could have expected. I've been worried that we might have had to pull out Jocko's Runva winch to get up, but we're absolutely nailing it.
Go the little Lux with the lockers straight
Yeah,
up.
what a rig.
Even towing the GQ. Ooh, tasty. That wouldn't have been my line of choice, but
No,
whatever
I'm
works.
just a passenger. It's going over here now. Okay.
It's like a bucket.
Yes. What a beast. What an absolute rig, hey.
If you asked me to tow a GQ up in my youth, I'd be hesitant.
Yeah, me too. Oh, wow.
Don't make them like they used to, kids.
Nah.
Night has fallen by the time we make it back to the main road, and Jocko gets to put his new Terra looms to good use as the HiLux tows Daryl back into town. Now, as I mentioned, Jesse's hooked us up with some mates with a workshop and a hoist in Woodford. These legends are SPR Mechanical, who have kept the lights on late for us and are ready to help give Daryl some much needed TLC. The main challenge for now is just getting all of Daryl's horses into the shed. Come on, Daryl. It's time to get back into the stable, mate. I'll tell you what, I don't know about these patrol owners, They certainly have their own way of doing things.
Yep.
The problem we've identified so far is a busted seal on Daryl's transmission. Of course, we'll have to drop out the whole transmission to get to it. Fortunately, we've got a lot of willing hands on our side and at least one person who knows what they're actually doing. First things first though, I think some refreshments are in order.
I think it's only fair that I'll probably go into my stash of beers for this one and jump into the Mike Coleman, give everyone a beer because it's going to be a bit of a late night in the workshop. You go down in Woodford and you maybe do some damage in the Glasshouse Mountains. These guys live and breathe four-wheel drive, and I think patrols as well. They've got about, I don't know, a dozen patrols out in the car yard. So I think old Daryl's in good hands right now. Hey boys, who wants a beer? Yes, a couple beers all around, I reckon. Hey boys, got one of those. Thanks, buddy.
With some iron jacks in hand, this job is looking a lot more enjoyable. And we've soon got Daryl up on the hoist so we can get to that drive shaft and start a motor.
So the boys have already gotten a fair few bolts off and the starter as well. They know their patrols pretty well, so the plan is to get the transmission off and have a look. Hopefully it's that seal that just needs changing. Hopefully nothing else sinister is going on, but we won't find out until we drop the transmission.
Tell you what, a hoist would have been nice when we did our builds in the first place. Jock's jumped on the tools to help, which is only fair, given he bought me this rig without checking it over first. I reckon he owes me a few beers for this one, but he seems to have his own ideas.
Tell you what, I think this wins me a few free points with the score system with Shaun. I have a feeling the Luxie's going to be a little bit in front, or at least I've got a few points to spare if she breaks down. I don't reckon she will.
It's a big job, but with some pizza and beers, the guys soon have the transmission ready to drop out, while I pick up those seals we ordered so it's ready to swap over.
Well mate, big day out the tracks today, and in fact it was quite a big week all round.
Days,
We've been building trucks, we were out here straight into the bush, and obviously the day didn't plan out exactly how I had in mind. Daryl is not looking that healthy at the moment, the box is out at the moment, and hopefully we can make Daryl live again because it's such a weapon of a truck. You don't just get stallions painted on the side of your truck, you've got to earn that sort of stuff. And I don't know if I earned that today. I think we should do a little bit of a score, a little bit of tally up.
Actually, we should, because I've just been saying some random numbers of beers. And
I've been keeping a pretty good memory of what's been going on today. So if you don't mind, Jocko, I'm going to...
That's got pizza in it.
That's got pizza in it. This one here, mate. So let's just for ease of a tally, let's just write Pony and then Daryl. Should we start off with the build?
The Luxie finished first. Yep, and then also we had a few little things we had to sort out with the GQ.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to start straight out of the gate and go...
Fair enough.
I'm going to go six for the Pony.
You've got 6 beers there. Yep. Let's go to the tracks where it counts.
Yep. Oh, actually, before that, you did pull those blokes out we came across.
Hero Wood.
I'll give you 2 beers for that. 2, mate. Buy yourself
that's
something
fair,
nice,
That's fair. I forgot all about that, so 2 beers will do. Let's go to the tracks. I'm going to actually come out and say that you probably outwheeled me on those ones.
Oh, really? Okay.
I will say that. You're going to get 6 beers.
6 more?
Yeah, you're going to get 6 beers for that.
Beers for me. Give yourself, because you still drove it.
I did, mate.
And it was unlocked.
I did, but you don't know what's coming next, Jocko. So at the moment, it's 12 plays 2. But I want to take you back a little bit. Now, I should have said this a bit earlier, but I want to take you back a little bit when we first bought the vehicles for each other. Now, I went to 4 or 5 different places, test drove a lot of vehicles, bought an absolute weapon of a HiLux for you.
I knew this was coming.
And what did you buy for me, mate?
A rig.
A lemon, mate. You bought me an absolute lemon. That's a -6. Look, you embarrassed me a little bit out on the tracks today. You've got my pony stickers on your car. Like, I'm out here in the Glasshouse Mountains. I'm a local to South East Queensland, and here you are driving around these tracks with little pony stickers. So I'm going to take another 6 off you, mate.
6? That's expensive.
It is.
That is a very expensive stickers that you put on. Because if we're going on that, you're creating a bit of a noise pollution with this horn that keeps going off, mate.
Look, so what are you going to take off?
Well, hang on, last little trump in the hole. I did tow you all the way back to the workshop in the HiLux. So that's plus 47 beers.
No, I'm going to give you 6 for that. I'm going to give you 6 for that, mate.
Yep.
And look, the noise pollution, I'm going to give you that as well. I'll take off 2. However, I did think of a couple of camping mods in this one. I've got a Mike Coleman fridge in the back of old Daryl here. I've got excessive beers that I gave all the boys in the workshop.
Yep.
We've already given a hero award out today, but if we could have another +2 for that, I think I'm at 2. Well, there you go. It's a pretty respectable, well, it's not respectable at all. It's a pretty low score. But look, at the end of the day, the competition is still red hot. Anyone could win from this stage. We are not done just yet. We're going to see if we can get Daryl back on the tracks and head straight back into the Glasshouse Mountains. And hopefully, I can redeem myself. Mate.
Hopefully, we'll see. It's
I
a big
think I
ask.
will, mate. Don't worry. I'm just warming up here. So let's get back into that, mate. And thank you again for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to 4Drive 24/7. We'll see you next time, hopefully with Daryl in action. All right, let's get into this.
Yeah, righto, mate. Do you want to lift the box up by yourself? Or
No, I'm just going to get another beer if that's all right.
All righto.
Next week on 4Drive 24/7, join us for the epic conclusion of the Bush Mechanic Challenge. We tackle some of the Glasshouse's most iconic obstacles, and Jock will take things one step too far.
What a weapon.
Jocko! Might have to take a beer off of that one, Jocko.